This is Mackenzie Davidson, and I'll be briefly talking through graphic design principles and elements that can be used in e-learning. So first, what is e-learning? And what is the importance of graphic design? Well, first, let's start with the definition of graphic design, which is defined as the art and practice of planning and projecting ideas and experiences with visual and textual content. The form it takes can be physical or virtual and can include images, words, or graphics. Graphic design is important to understand for e-learning because if not used properly, the material you are presenting to your audience can become unengaging. And in order to learn, you must be engaged either psychologically or behaviorally. If graphic design is used successfully in e-learning, then it can keep the audience engaged by making the boring interesting. This can be done through the use of visually stimulating design elements and principles. In class, we already discussed the 5 basic design principles that can be used to create engaging and eye-catching content. So for example, contrast tells the viewer where to begin. Repetition is used to develop organization and creates unity by repeating design elements. Alignment creates a clean and sophisticated look. Proximity helps organize a page and can be used to create groups to show relationships. And lastly, typography is used to create different perceptions of a specific design. And so, for example, curvy/cursive lettering can give the sense of a fancy perception to the content, while, say, straight lines give the design a more informative quality and will be perceived as such by the reader. And I use these 3 images of the Nike logo to show the possibilities of what you can do with typography. So all of the images give off a different perception of the brand, but the more simple one with just the thick lines in the red gives off a more classic style that makes the company look, I guess you would say classic again. So the other 2 are just renditions that I found off of Google that are more artsy but less memorable because of the typography is more complicated. All right, and then we also went through the 7 basic design elements in class, and they are color, value, texture, line, size, shape, and space. And advertisers are well aware of these elements and use them to their advantage for advertising their products. So for example, both of these pictures that I put on here are food ads that grab the viewer's attention because of the blank space and the striking shapes they used. So both of them are using shapes to their advantage by creating a double meaning that is funny once you look at further at the text at the bottom. So for example, the McDonald's one is saying the shapes are referencing fries, and then the Kit Kat one is referencing like a pause button. All right, and then some online design resources are Adobe Kuler and Canva. Using Adobe Kuler, you can create your own aesthetically appealing color palettes easily. And on the bottom, I created this palette that I could potentially code into my website's color scheme if I wanted to. And then using Canva, you can easily create a number of visually appealing content with their templates for free. And I included some examples that I've made in the past on Canva for classes and club interest meeting posters. So I used big bold lines and typography to catch the viewer's attention while keeping the design minimal for easy reading. So I implemented the design elements before I even really knew the definition because of Canva. They made it easy and they already had like sectioning out for these things in their templates. And this is my citations for what is graphic design, the definition that I found off of Google. And that's the end to my presentation.